Hello everybody and welcome to Steel Division Normandy 44 then. The campaign. This game has literally just been released. I've been playing for quite a few weeks now on the open beta since it's been released. If you want to know more in depth about what the game's about, multiplayer, the sort of mechanics of it, then you can have a look at, hopefully over the weekend I should be making, I don't want to say a review because I don't feel I'm really proficient in reviewing games yet. I want to try and get towards that side, but there'll be an overview and some impressions and sort of what the game's about over the weekend, hopefully. But I wanted to jump into the campaign because I've been enjoying this game immensely in multiplayer. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's epic scale, really tactical, and it's a World War II RTS, which is always a plus in my books, since playing them since a kid, basically. So we're going to be playing through the campaign in this Let's Play. I have literally seen nothing of it. I've been purposely not watching anything. I'm really excited to see what the campaign is. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm hoping there's going to be sort of a depth of the story. I've read that there is some sort of continuous element to it, probably within each campaign. There are 3 campaigns, by the way: Mission Boston, Atlantic Wall, spelt like that. Is that how it was spelt as the operation? Because that's not how you spell Atlantic, even I know that, and I'm terrible at spelling. And Operation Epsom. And I've heard, I think within each campaign it's kind of continuous. I think the units sort of carry through with you experience and whether they survive or not. I'm not 100% sure of that. We're going to find out together. So mission 1 is Hedgerow Hell. We're playing as the Allies, the 82nd Airborne Division, so I presume it's going to be D-Day related, or around about that period. Well, we'll read the mission brief and I'm sure I can tell you. So the overview of the entire operation here. Mission Boston was the codename of the US 82nd Airborne Division's combat drop over Cointen. Is that Cointen? Don't know. On June the 6th, this veteran division from Sicily and Italy played a crucial role in D-Day's planning, for it landed at the extreme right flank of the invasion, which it had to secure at all costs. Although the drop went better, or less badly, than its sister division, the 101st, of course you can watch the fantastic miniseries Band of Brothers if you want to know all about the 101st. This is a sister division, the 82nd, was scattered all over the Cointen, and as a consequence, understrength or ad hoc units went on fighting to secure objectives intended for much larger outfits, such as St. Marin-Galise and the Meridet crossings. Okay, so it's going to be the airborne divisions going behind enemy lines to secure the route from the beachheads from D-Day. So mission 1 is Hedgerow Hell. Major Warren, the invasion is well underway, although not exactly as we planned it, but we will start the war from right where we are. As for you, the primary objective of your task force is to secure the crossroad at, take a run up at this one, Ordeville-Hubert, and ambush any German forces trying to move against the Utah beach, then counterattack as soon as possible to open the way of St. Marin-Galise for the 4th Infantry Division's assault units. Speed is of the essence here. Your secondary objective is to locate and silence the heavy AT guns and howitzer, slowing the 4th Division's advance inland. Main objective, secure the way for the D-Day tanks. Okay, let's jump into it, shall we? I'm pretty excited about this. I love this game. I love the multiplayer. I love the new systems they put in place. This is, of course, the new game from the developer that's brought us such RTSs as R.U.S.E and the Wargame series. So let's shut up for this little cinematic.
Last night, American and Allied airborne forces boarded their planes and took off towards France. Shortly after midnight this morning, and despite the German anti-aircraft defenses, our boys set foot behind enemy lines in Normandy. In the meantime, at dawn, the greatest armada ever assembled opened fire and proceeded to land assault troops on the shores of France. The liberation of Europe is underway as we speak.
Okay, some nice original footage there. Nice little theatre setting
Both
to
airborne
watch it.
divisions have been blown to the four winds all over the Cotentin Peninsula. Let's hope it'll disorganize the Germans as we planned.
Let's hope so, buddy.
Half the men have been misdropped, sir, including ourselves. We seem to have landed at the boundaries between our 82nd and the 101st.
Okay.
Way too far from the division's objectives at St. Mary-Glise and the bridges over the Merderet River. Yet, we aren't the only ones completely off mark. The first amphibious assault wave has just hit the beach right on schedule, but much further south than planned. That is, just east of our present position.
Okay, so promising so
New
far.
orders from Division HQ, sir. You are placed in charge of a provisional task force, gathering any isolated paratroopers in the area, whatever their unit, and securing Eau-de-Ville-la-Hubert to allow our ground force to exit the beach as quickly as possible.
Okay, roger
The
that,
city
sir.
and vicinities are held by a mere company of infantry. We must seize it as quickly as possible and put Eau-de-Ville in a state of defense to repel any attempts by the Germans to recapture it, and then counterattack quickly to open the way. The German coastal defenses are manned by auxiliary troops of poor military value, but they are supported by heavy guns. Any help we could provide in destroying those guns would hasten the amphibious forces' advance inland.
Okay, so we've got to secure this town.
Here's our objective.
Holy
Eau-de-Ville.
fucking shit. Okay.
Compose your battle group.
Holy shit. Okay, so this element carries over into the actual game. This is the multiplayer element to it.
These recon units are crucial to detect airborne rifles are the best light infantry Uncle Sam can muster. Jeeps and M3 mortars.
To be fair, I'm gonna trust that they give us a good amount of troops and the right troops. I'm sure that'll be fine. So we've got 10 minutes to seize Eau-de-Ville.
Troops ready for deployment, sir. Just give the order to launch the offensive when you're ready.
Okay, so what we've got here. So we've got some rifles, more rifles, and some pathfinders. There's some recon units.
Hand me the binoculars, Private.
Oh, I can't move them. Okay. So we've got some mortars, a jeep supply unit, some more rifles, rifles leader, which is going to be important to keep our troops in the fight. More rifles, more pathfinders. So basically all infantry and a jeep at the moment. So here's the town we need to take within 10 minutes then. Eau-de-Ville. We got some wide open fields. We've got some more buildings approaching the main town. From the west, we've got a main road going in again. Very wide open fields. Some hedgerows and trees to help us cover our approach. And this is obviously the infantry, 4th Infantry Division, coming in from the coast that are landing on D-Day. This is cool. There was no like beach or water in any of the maps in the beta, so I'm really loving this. Just going to take some time to have a look. The old funnies with their old snorkels. Plenty of those, and they're the ships. I could do this for hours. This isn't going to be very entertaining though. So there's a couple of gun batteries somewhere in between us and the 4th Infantry. So we might send a small force over that way. We can deploy troops as well, which is good news. I feel we're going to need some support. We can't really get anything heavy at the moment. I don't feel we're going to need any anti-tank guns. You know what, I'm just going to call in another machine gun unit, another rifle unit to this side, and I'll do the same the other side, and then we'll save our points to see what we face as to what we're going to need to call in. So some more rifles and some more machine guns. Right, let's get this shit show underway, shall we? Okay, here we go. Right, we're going to move the scouts up a bit further ahead to see what we're going to be facing. I'm going to move this rifle group So, we're going to move this rifle group down the left-hand side through the trees. We're going to bring these mortars up into position just behind this tree line. The Jeep supply we're going to send ahead. Probably, I'm okay losing that unit as long as we find out something. We'll send these rifles up into these trees for the moment. And then on this side, right, we're going to send our Pathfinders ahead. Get our rifles moving up. And here's our rifles and our machine gun. We're going to move this unit down towards the beachhead. See if we can find these gun batteries to help the guys out coming from the beach. Those brave men that have just had to go through the most dreadful of things, the D-Day landings. Right, so some enemy spotted. We've got some rifles in that heavy machine gun actually in that house up there, so we'll keep these guys in the tree line. We'll get these guys into cover in those trees. Yeah. Just the sounds and the design, the just attention to detail in this, I love. You'll see more of that throughout this campaign, I'm sure. So, right, so our scouts are pinned down here, but they have managed to locate a couple more infantry divisions and a support sort of jeep thing. They should be in cover there, but I don't think we're going to be able to get them out somehow. Right, so these guys need to come up. Pathfinders, we need to move forward. We're going to unload these rifles. Actually, that's probably a bit close to the village or the town. Let's unload these troops up here. Let's get these rifles to move into cover over here. These rifles over there.
Supply truck spotted, sir. Let's commandeer it. Given that we're always short on ammo, it could prove handy in future battles.
Sure. You guys take that supply truck then. Okay. Right, we need to get these guys. I'm going to move the jeep up to try and take some cover. Take some fire away from our rifles advancing. We're going to get them into these houses up here. This is not going to be an easy approach though. Right, we need to get these guys up into these houses.
Scouts report locating one of the field batteries showing the beach, sir.
Let's get these rifle leaders up here. Jeep's just been blown up by these Ostroupen over there. Secondary silence the guns. Have we just done that then? Oh, we've just located them. Okay, shit. Pull back, pull back. Pull back, boys. Pull back. We've just found the gun batteries then. And they're well defended. These guys are pretty pinned down, so let's get them back. Right, what can we call in? We need some support pretty quickly. Let's bring up some jeeps with their machine guns. We've run out of jeeps. They're just supply jeeps. They're useless. Let's bring in some engineers and some rifles. Right, these guys are falling back pretty badly. These guys are held up in this house, but at least they've got a position to attack from. Yes, sir. Let's try and get these guys in these trees and take out that machine gun position. Right, our scouts have found some more infantry. Let's move these guys up. Let's move these rifles around the flank. Running out of time to take this village at the moment. I think we've secured that machine gun. Right, let's get these mortars going on these houses. See if we can get these guys to move up a bit. Let's move that jeep into the town. Let's unload these guys here and they can come through the trees. Right, we've taken out that machine gun, so we can move these guys up into some cover now. This is where all their infantry is. They're all grouped up. I wish I had something to bomb them with at the moment. Not much. This game is pretty freaking intense at times, and it already is proving so. Right, let's get these rifles to move back. Let's move these guys up into this tree line. Scouts over here.
We haven't secured the objective yet, Major. Keeping the enemy under more.
Yeah, well aware, buddy. I am working on that as soon as I can. Please do not shout at me. Right, let's move these jeeps up. They're pretty useless against most things in this game, but they should be pretty good against infantry. Right, this machine gun, let's get us set up in that house. Let's get these scouts into these trees. Right, let's get these rifles moving. Get moving, boys. Let's take this house. Right. These rifles will move up into these trees. How's the 4th Infantry doing? They're struggling to break through at the moment. Move these Pathfinders up. Let's get these guys into these trees if we can. Back to the main objective. We're pushing them out. We're pushing them out. Let's move these guys up. Looks like they've been evacuated. Evicted from this little town. I think it's ours. Let's move these rifles up. Keep some back because there is going to be a counter-attack at some point, so we want to be set up in case it's pretty sudden. Let's move these mortars into this little gap up here. Let's move these rifles up. Let's go assault this position. Let's take the leaders with them. These guys need to unload. Oh, we've run into some trouble in here. Get in that house. Machine gunners, quickly. Rifles over there. Scout guys over there. These rifles have got through, so we'll just keep them coming up. How's these guys doing over here? Just fucking assault their position, boys. Go for it. Where's the second battery? It's not too... It's pretty close. So if we bring in all our support over here. Rifles. Not supply jeeps. And some mortars over that side. Okay. Moving up. Right, we're moving into this town now. We've cleaned out this side. We're going to leave those 2 units there just as scouting units for that counter attack. Right, we're taking the town, surely. Let's move these jeeps up. The enemy will soon arrive from the St. Meriglees Road. Right, which is this way. Okay.
Had your orders, sir.
So we need to start setting up for a counter-attack.
Enemy spotted. Ready for orders.
Move these guys up into the house. Right, how's this gun battery going?
Yes, sir.
Struggling. Reinforcements are nearly there. We can speed them up with this. Move fast, makes them move along the roads in as quick a fashion as possible. Let's get these guys back into cover. Let's pull these guys back because they're pinned down. 4th Infantry pushing up nicely there. Right, I'm going to get scouts to go over into these trees so that we know when the counter-attack is coming. We're going to need some reinforcements to hold this village.
We should bring MGs and AT guns to ambush any German reinforcements.
Okay, so we're gonna face tanks. I would gather from that. So let's bring in some anti-tank guns, as the good general did tell us. Oh, he did. You'll better. There's gonna be some tanks on the way. I'm never doing that again. I do apologise. Anybody that's seen me play Hearts of Iron or any game with Blackfire Forge will know my American accent is incredibly offensive.
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
I can't promise you won't hear it again though. Right, moving on this gun battery now. We seem to be doing the trick. Let's move these guys up into the trees. We've got some reinforcements coming. Right, we need to set up now for a counter attack.
Yes, sir.
So let's unload. Oh, the ambush is coming pretty soon.
Nothing to report.
Get these anti-tank guns set up.
You're ready for a fight.
Set these guys up here. Whew, 26 minutes to hold Alderville. It's going to be tough. Let's keep our jeeps in the middle of the town. Let's move this MG squad into these houses. This MG squad,
We must stop them.
I'm going to set up there, right.
Ready to blast some tanks, sir.
Let's move these rifles up into cover. Anti-tank guns facing the road. We've got this little useful tool here which shows our line of sight, which shows they can see the road.
Primed and ready.
Anti-tanks all set up to cover that road. They're doing a good job at the moment. Come on, blow them up.
One more kill.
Boom, baby. Do like the smell of fire in the morning. Nice. Okay. Just some infantry coming in. Our MGs should deal with that easily enough. We need some infantry on the front line though, because these AT guns, if infantry get pretty close to them,
Ready, sir.
they're going to be in trouble. So what's the range? Right, we could probably move them back a little bit.
Setting up, sir.
Not much though, because we need to keep them in line of fire.
Enemy spotted.
Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Shit, we really need to pay some more attention. Right, these guns, 2 down. You can see another group of guns firing from this position. So let's move these mortars up and these rifles up and try and take the rest of these guns on that side. Then we can face the middle. Whew.
Yes, sir.
I said this game's fucking intense. Right.
Down.
We got some mortar squads and some recon units. They'll be ahead of the main force, I'm sure. We have this crossroads
We're paratroopers.
pretty covered.
We're supposed to be surrounded.
We're supposed to be surrounded. I love that line.
Any orders?
That is a Band of Brothers line. Possibly. It might actually be taken from a diary, to be fair, or a journal of an actual 101st member. But anyway, it was used in Band of Brothers.
At your orders.
Right, there's the second gun.
First platoon.
And we're moving on the third. There's the third.
Yes, sir. Open fire. Nothing's moving there anymore.
One gun remaining.
Germans ahead. Get ready for a fight.
We got this locked down. Hold and assist. Hold Orderville and
Heavy
assist.
AT guns spotted, sir. We must destroy them or they will eat our tanks for breakfast.
For breakfast. Okay, 88mm is another
Jerry's dead.
task then. Right, we need to set up a task. Probably infantry. I would guess. Oh, we got some command units here. That'd be pretty useful. Let's get a couple of those. And let's get some rifles and some engineers. And they will be our squad to take out those 88mm. Right, we've now silenced the furthest west guns, so let's move to take the secondary guns in the centre. 23 minutes to hold Orderville. Germans not firing too much at us at the moment. The way these things generally work, though, is it will get more intense as we go on, I'm sure.
One more kill.
I'm sure we're going to have some Panzers or the equivalent come at us at some point. Right, let's get this column moving quickly to this road. Hopefully they'll go up this way and that way, and then they should avoid any German forces on the way. We've got some mortar teams moving up into those fields. Might be a good opportunity to use our jeeps.
10-4, good buddy.
Might see if I can go and take out those quickly with our jeeps. Okay, let's get these pathfinders up into this tree line. Move the mortars up to here. Move these assault troopers slightly to the south. The ammo guys are useless in battle, but they're good for supply. Okay.
Sir. Germans ahead.
Oh shit,
Get ready
Panzer
for
slacks.
a fight.
Panzer strikes even. I wasn't expecting that. Retreat.
One over there.
Shit, unload. Unload here. Oh, we've just lost those 2 command units. That was rookie. So rookie error right there. Damn it. Okay. Let's unload these guys. These should be able to deal with the Panzer. They're going to be pretty open on the approach. Oh, we can't believe we just lost those 2 command units.
First platoon.
That's pretty sucky.
Yes, sir.
Let's get these rifles moving up. Mortars.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, mortar teams now being fired on by our jeeps. Right, there's more infantry over here. Wow, jeeps just taken out like they were nothing right there. Right, Panzer are down. Let's move on the 88s. Let's try and stay in this hedgerow. There's one of them. There's the flak. Firing upon the 4th Army. 4th Army. Plenty of tanks. Plenty of troops. A lot more than us, but then they weren't paratroops. Like we were. Right. 1 secondary gun down there.
Yes, sir.
Another one just there. To be fair, they're really not putting up much of a fight. There's no real like infantry defending or anything, so we can just sort of
Ready, sir.
cruise on up, just get them to attack that direction. I'm sure this campaign's going to get a lot tougher because even on medium AI, I've had trouble with this game. But at the moment, we're okay. It is the first mission of the campaign. Right, let's get these engineers to move up on this flak.
Take cover.
Got some mortars giving us some trouble. I don't really want to move out of our defended position though.
Artillery at your orders.
Are our mortars? No, they're not in range.
Solid copy. We're moving.
Where's our other mortars? Can we move them up behind these trees maybe? Try and get them in range. I think they've taken out some of our anti-tanks as well. They're just peppering us. Shit. Right, let's move some rifles. Where did I? Okay. Engineers. Right, we're starting to get forced back now.
At your orders, sir.
Shit, son. We're walked into an ambush. Oh no. Take down those guns, boys. Take down those guns. Badly pinned down. They need to get out of there. Oof, buddy. Oh, they just pinned down immediately. Alright, let's move those mortars back.
Major. The land troops express their gratitude.
I'm sure they do. They better get me some whiskey when this shit show is over. Okay, so that's all the guns taken out. It's the 88s, the other secondary target then. 3 remaining, so we need to move into this area. Germans pushing much harder. These bloody mortars. Artillery and mortars in this game are hell. Because if you've got a good defensive line, it's so difficult to get to them with the units you need. Pin down these mortars now. Right, let's get everybody in houses, apart from the mortars. Hopefully we can defend this line. I think we're going to need some reinforcements. What have we got? Fuck all. We've got some howitzers. They'd be pretty useful. They should be able to outrange the mortars. And let's bring in some better machine guns and some more engineers. Bring them into the rear side of the village so they don't get blown up on the way. Right, 2 guns remaining for these 2 units. These guys have achieved their mission. We'll start moving over towards the 88s and try and link up with the 4th Army. We're massively winning this, but I'm presuming it's probably based on achieving the campaign objectives rather than how the map works. Like a normal single player game. At least I hope so. That's not what I want from this campaign. I don't want the same. I just don't want linked skirmishes. I want there to be set objectives and differences between the campaign and a basic skirmish. Right, we're taking some fire over here from some AA.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded.
Yeah, okay, don't overuse that too much, buddy. We're getting very similar noises at the moment. Right, 16 minutes to go. Everything looking in order at the moment. A hell of a lot of mortar fire coming in still. And that looks like some proper artillery now raining in on our boys.
We are under fire.
Held up in that village.
Sir.
Hopefully we can counter. We've lost our recon as well, which doesn't really help. So we should maybe get some more recons on the field, and then we can scope out exactly what is attacking us and from where.
First platoon. Easy company. Let's go.
Right. Last two guns just behind this little bush here.
Take cover.
Take them out, boys.
Burn, burn.
Anti-tank guns destroyed, Major. The road is open for the tanks.
Good to hear, buddy.
Don't shoot. Let them burn.
Germans firing in from this hedgerow now, trying to assault the town.
Get ready for a fight.
Just doing a little bit of thumbnail work here. It's the problem in RTS, you want like an action shot that's from the game in the thumbnail. You've got to pause playing the game for a bit to get the shots. And I'm sure you guys appreciate looking at it as well. This recon team running away now. Our boys
Contact with enemies.
defending the village well at the moment. This constant rain of mortars, no good though. Right, we've got howitzers. Let's move them into position. Let's move our engineers up. And our heavy machine guns up. Recon unit.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
Let's try and get them in range. So that we can scope out these mortars. Because our howitzers should have the range, but unless they can see them, we're going to have to blindly
Keep your heads down, damn it.
fire. Which is never too useful.
Artillery at your
It's the howitzer's range. It's pretty big. There should be fire position. That's what we want. There.
Smash the entire area.
Other one, fire position. Wait for them to fire again. There. Take it out. Right, they're moving in. It's just absolute chaos on the entry to this village at the moment. There's gunfire everywhere. Hold the lines, boys. Germans are ramping it up. Oh shit, here they come.
For God's sake.
The amount of infantry they've got coming through here. Oh, we're lighting it up with our engineers though. Oh, burn, baby, burn. That hedgerow is ablaze now. We've got infantry attacking our northern position for the first time. Hoping they'll hold up there, brave paratroopers.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
So they don't really seem to be making a frontal assault, which is good.
Down.
They prefer to just sit in the hedgerows and not really do much, which is good news. I'm sure they will have one big attack before we are out. 12 minutes to go. And 4th Army are now making it through to the village then. So, hold and assist. We've taken out all those 88s we have. Okay. It's all about holding this front line now then. we're going to get some proper reinforcements
We're listening.
in terms of tanks rolling off the beaches now. What have we got coming in? We've got some M4s and some M7s, D-Day edition, with their funky amphibious trim.
The tanks are almost there, sir.
They are indeed.
New orders from Division, Major. Time to counterattack and open the way to St. Mary Glees.
Okay. We've got a counterattack then. Clear the exit of all German defenders. Right, we've got to move, boys. Off we go. Move the mortars up to support. Let's get the infantry out of their houses when it's safe. We've got tanks moving up as well. We've got a lot of points at our disposal
Here
here.
comes the Mighty 8, sir. Duck your head.
Will do. Oh, they're opening up now. Oh, I'm just going to watch this. This is glorious. They're opening up good and proper. Right, we need to counterattack. Tanks are doing a lot of that work for us. Let's make use of what the tanks are doing. So let's move the howitzers up into position. Let's get the artillery moving. These guys are struggling to move up though.
Let's liberate some ladies.
This is probably the most promising hedgerow. Let's see if we can get some more infantry up this road. Right, the leaders. I am a bit disappointed that the paratrooping division don't paratroop in.
Need a light, sir?
You can't seem to just drop them where you like, which is a shame. Would have been nice, but
They're all cleaned up.
you know, when you're having this much fun, who cares, right? Let's get, guys, let's get everybody into this hedgerow. This is our best offensive line right now. Let's get the mortars and the howitzers set up behind the hedgerow. Let's get these engineers to retreat because they're pinned down at the moment.
Need a lift? I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Right, let's get these guys
Enemy sighted. Ready to transport.
transported. In they come. Into the hedgerows.
I am in charge here. Yes, sir.
We've got a nice little jeep with a machine gun to use as well.
Loud and clear. Out. Yes, sir.
Right, they're falling back. Let's move.
Need a light, sir?
Let's get up to the next hedgerow, boys. Oh, we've still got some guys in this field. They shouldn't prove too much of a problem. Machine guns all set up. So guys, move forward now. Across the fields. That glorious invasion army of the 4th. Spreading from the coast like wildfire. We did that. We secured their way. Tanks and infantry now working in perfect harmony. Tanks covering the advance of the infantry. Jesus Christ, look at this. Utterly ridiculous. I love it. Oh, we got one of the funnies from the front. The amphibious tanks. They're more like brain carriers, to be fair, with funnels.
Any
I
orders?
don't think they've actually got any serious armaments on them. Right, let's get our infantry moving up to the next hedgerow.
You will tell to your grandchildren.
Let's move, boys.
You have a target, sir.
Make sure these tanks don't get ambushed.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Be advised. advised. Enemy sighted.
The road is open, Major. There's no time to lose. We must reinforce Colonel Ekman in St. Mary-Glees. 9 M4A1DD are driving inland with our troops, sir. I don't think we could have done a better job today. It will give us a solid armor core to support our advance on St. Mary-Glees.
Damn right on that. Oh, epic first mission. And I'm hopeful for this campaign. It's looking good. It's not quite as much story as I would like. It seems very objective-based skirmishes, which I'm okay with when I enjoy the base game as much as it is. How do we do? Plenty of kills, plenty of losses, some experience there. Kills in team 48%, command points 21%. Okay. Debriefing. In 30 minutes and 32 seconds then, we won that one. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this campaign. I hope you enjoyed this mission, Hedgerow Hell. We'll be on to mission 2 very shortly, in a few days' time. Leave a like if you are enjoying it and want to see more. Lets me know that you want me to carry on recording the series and carry on recording the campaign. If you've played this game yet, do let me know what you think. As I said, do keep an eye out at the weekend. I should be having some impressions, sort of an overview video of the game, which will look into the changes compared to sort of a base Wargame game, if you played those before. And for those new to the series that are just coming in, if they're interested in the World War II series or they haven't seen it before, this kind of game anyway, then you can get an overview of how everything works in the multiplayer, the mechanics of the battles, etc. So look out for that the weekend. If you're new to the channel and you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with more content on this game and lots of others. And as always, thank you so much for watching.